Okay, so you guys can maybe hear me, but this is not the correct, and it's not showing here. I might have to redo this stream because OBS isn't showing me. Okay, first of all, let's see if you can actually hear me. Okay, first of all, let's see if you can. So OBS isn't showing me my default microphone. I don't know why. Let me restart the stream. I'll be right back. I'll be right back, guys. It's just that OBS isn't showing. Alright, we're back. Hope you guys can hear me. Let's put that somewhere else. Let's put that somewhere else. Yep, we're good. Sorry about that. Microphone just decided to stop working and not show up in OBS. But what I was saying was, hold on, let me separate the streaming tabs with the non-streaming tabs. The good thing is that we finished the automatic screenshot bug, and that's in their court to approve, and hopefully log does soon, because it's a good fix, from what I could tell. And now what do we want to do? Let's think. This one I'm still trying to... I need to take this one offline, because I need to find proof that it didn't interrupt the sleep. But, you know, I don't know. This one's difficult, because it's like the Isaac desync or whatever. Which is, Isaac desync is just a bug that's causing a lot of weird stuff to happen. Bankers to go through walls, NPCs to go wherever. Thanks, Christoph. I appreciate that. Yeah, it got stuck on my webcam mic, which just sucks because it has this beep and this buzz. This is what I want to do. This would be a really cool fix to do. So let's just grab something. This would be an easy win. Let's do this one. Let's do the 404 page. Just a super quick and easy ticket to knock out. Close others. $155. Okay, so with this one, let's start the server first. C dev personal neat. There we go. Oops. There we go. Localhost. Okay, so for this ticket, it's really simple. When someone goes to a page that doesn't exist, currently they just see this. I think even on prod, you just see a blank page. And it does say 404, it can't be found, but there's no content. So what I want to put here instead, and I shouldn't have really shipped the site like this. I should have had like a custom page because it's so easy to set up. I want a page that just says, like, nothing interesting happens. So, like, you know how in RC when you combine two things and it doesn't work, you know, that message. So we're going to make a little page here, and I forget how to do this with Next.js. Okay. Oops. So I think we're not sending not found in this case. It's just Next.js is catching it. Provides two conventions. Yeah, I think it's just supposed to be at the root of the app somewhere. We can just try this for now and see if it works. Let's look at our app structure. So, you know, I wonder if this differs for the page router. Because we're using the page router in Neat because it's an older version of Next.js. And I wonder if it's any different. Let's see. Next.js page router, not found page. Okay, it needs to be within the pages directory. Like that, 404. Let's try it, 404.tsx. And then, yeah, let's see that. So now we have a page, and in the browser network tab, we can see if we refresh that this page that we tried to request returned a 404, which means it's just not found. And this is what we're returning in that case, but yeah, we want to make this different. So we're going to use an example of a really simple page like, I don't know, like not found page or something like that. Or, let's see. Already logged in, something like this. So we'll just copy this content, paste it here, and we're going to change a few things. Let's import some stuff, and let's change this to nothing interesting happens. Yeah, I think it's just going to be a static message. Just say page. Let's give them a link to the home page. Something like this, maybe not exactly. So if we refresh. Oh, and what I usually do here is I'll say that's a 404. Just so they know that it's a 404. Something like that. And then let's put this on the next line. And make this a paragraph. Put this on its own line, like return home or something. What is item number 404? Add that? No. Oh, that's it. Oh, wait, I see what you're saying. That's an interesting thought. That is an interesting thought. Let's find out. We go to Iron Mace. Let that load. Dang, RC. Open RC, your system is weird. Oh, that's wrong. 404. That's a rune kite shield. So that'd be funny if we just put like a rune kite shield on there or something. I'm wondering if we should do that. That'd be cool. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Hold on. Let me find where that image is in my files. Icons. Okay, so image, yeah, like that, and then this is so stupid. In RSC, that's known as a rune kite. And then put like at the image there. See, now we're just having fun with this. We don't have to add that, but it's just kind of like, why not? Image probably won't be centered correctly. That's a 404. Yeah, it doesn't have to be too serious. I think we'll just put the image like here, and we won't include the, it'll be like extra trivia that you can figure out by, you know, being that smart or something. Just say that's a 404, but you couldn't find the page you were looking for. And then you can do like that. Oh, except I want this to be, how do I add like a caret there? Maybe like that. Cool. It's gonna be confusing why that's there, but I don't know, whatever. I like that. Okay, so about Z and oh, okay. Expected server HTML to contain a matching P and P. So yeah, you can't have a P within a P. I don't think we're doing that. Are we? Let's take a look. Oh, because we've got the typography root. And then under that, we're adding a new P. Okay, cool. Yeah. So this element here, it's a style component that actually translates to a P because it's a typography. It's kind of tricky because it's material UI, which is like a UI library, but basically this is a component which, when it's rendered, it becomes a paragraph tag. So you can't have a P within a P. That's invalid HTML, so that's why it's saying that. So let's try like a span. Span it up. I'll put a period there or something. Oh, except a span won't work. Okay, hold on. Because it needs to actually be a paragraph. I wonder if we've rendered this before. Component span. Okay, it is possible. Let's try component equals div, and this will maybe tell it to render as a div. I don't know. Or maybe we just need to have multiple body texts. Maybe try that. Okay, I like it. Couldn't find the page you were looking for. Return home. Cool. Yeah, that works for me. I like that we include the rune kite just for memes. A div is like just a division within HTML. It just means this is like a container within the document that it has some other HTML. A div basically means nothing except that it's just a container for other HTML. Whereas like a paragraph tag, it specifically adds spacing above and below the text. So you see how like now there's this space, you know, like in here between these two paragraphs. Whereas like a div just means this is your, that's a really bad square. This is your like, you know, container element where it just contains stuff. It doesn't add anything on top of it. Yes, I think we're good there. And I think that's it. Not found. It's a page. It does say page though at the top. You see that? I forgot about that. So, we need to do something about that. Yeah, so we need to... Let's see. Let's go to a different page, like... index. So somewhere in here... Yeah, I think we're using render head. And so we'll just create a fragment. And a fragment is like a React thing where it just means nothing. No element is going to render. It's just gonna, because you can't have two elements side by side like this without a fragment. So, but a fragment just it means that I'm not going to render any HTML components myself, like this part. I'm just going to let you render multiple things side by side. So we'll say this is like not found. Maybe page not found. There we go. Much better. Page not found. Okay. Looks good to me. We're gonna go ahead and deploy this. Well, we'll create a PR for it. Yeah, I don't think this needs templating literal, so we'll remove that. Yeah. Let's see. We'll create the PR, I guess. is my page? Here it is. Okay, we'll review this in a minute. For now, I'm just gonna say it's in PR review. Here's the PR. Code review. Okay, cool. Next thing I think we should work on is either this or one of these below it. I really want to work on the Hall of Shame page. And that would be a lot of fun to work on. Research and create events on the site. There's also something else I really want to work on that's not in selected for development. Oh yeah, this is a big one for me. Yeah, this is something we should fix too. I'm gonna put this in there. Can trade with others while being ranged. Okay, this is the one I'm thinking of. This is the one that I really want to work on. And this is one I really, really want to work on. So this one bothers me because you never see the Black Knight in the bank in Edgeville in Neat, but you used to see it all the time in RC. But it might have been like they lured it there somehow. Maybe? I don't know. I'm gonna do this one first because it's kind of like bugging me the most. So, Discord, when you share a link, the title is good, right there. But then the other stuff is like not specific to the page. But in order to do that, I think we need to like I think we'd have to set like the meta description for each page, which would kind of be like a lot of work, but let's see what RenderHead is doing exactly, I forget. Render utils. Huh. Alright, I'm gonna take this ticket. And we're gonna see if we can make it better. Let's see. Because I have seen some in some other communities in my Discord, I have seen it do correctly. I have seen this work correctly. Yeah, so like here's an example. There's this post that I wrote in a community that is something I'm working on, and then there's this text that shows below it, which actually shows a contents of the post. Let's see. Let me drag this away. Copy. Here we go. Okay, so inspect. So probably in the head there's this description somewhere. I would think so. Yeah, I think it's the OG description field. I think that's what does it. Because if we look for this text, it's only in 2 places. Okay, cool. Meta property, OG description, content. Cool. Okay, cool. So let me think. So the default text is here, and we use meta name description. Oh, I guess we could just use meta name description. Doesn't have to be OG. Yeah, I guess we'll stick with this because we have this as an example. So we might as well add keywords and keywords as well. So this will allow any page in the site to specify their own description and keywords if they want to. If they don't, it'll fall back to the existing one that we have now. Keywords. So first of all, let me add some properties. Description, I'm going to use the question mark operator so that it's marked as like optional. And then we're going to set it to string, and then keywords, question mark, string. And so then I can do the same thing here where I can say, okay, only render this if there's actually a description value there, and then render it. And so now, yeah, I don't know what's the difference between key and name and property, but whatever. I guess for consistency, I'm not gonna mess with it. Okay, so now let me look at all the places I'm rendering this. Home. Okay, cool. So here I can say maybe like, here's my description. And then I can say render this. I don't like how that goes off the line. Maybe we'll just make it short. Let's see, is there like a recommended length? Why would they say 60 to 56 instead of like 50 to 60 to 60? The optimal length of meta is 155. Okay. So maybe something longer. I think that's fine. We're just gonna do that, and we're gonna put Kia length description here. So, I can also just do that there, since I'm not reusing it. But that's kind of long, so okay, yeah, Prettier is gonna fix it for me. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do that. So we're gonna revert some of this stuff. So let's see if it's working. Console elements. Yep, it's there. So for home and about, that's good enough. Home can just use the shared one that we have by default. And then news, I guess we'll put like a meta description here. Something like, maybe we'll go down this list. Yeah, I think we'll just do this. Boom. Go down the list in the file editor. Okay, so account index, this is where you like access your account, right? So let's see. I think this works fine. Keep it short. I like that. I don't know. I think this page doesn't really need like a meta description, probably. I don't think people will be sharing this page a ton. So for any pages like this where I don't think they'll be doing that, I think I'll just skip doing that. Oh, this has 2 in 1 page, I see. Right? Under head. Wait. Source pages account change email. Source pages account change. Why is it showing this twice? Oh, it's ID versus index. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I think we're good there. People won't be won't be sharing these pages very often. Won't be sharing this. Okay, this is a common page that people would share, so let's write one here. Maybe just reuse this text. Okay, don't need it here. And then here we definitely need it. But I think we don't need the here you can blah blah blah. I mean, it's just a description of the page, so let's remove that. I think that's okay. Give accounts create. Sure, we'll add a new page. Oh wait, temporarily disabled, we don't want it. Wait, no, never mind. I was confused. I feel like I need to know what this should be. Relevant keywords. I guess it's whatever I want to show though. I'm feeling uncreative. I don't know how to name these things. Okay, we'll just do that for now. Success. Okay. Forgot password index. Say, if you forgot your password, you can reset it here. Okay, this is an admin page, so we don't need to worry about it there. Same for this. Okay. Okay, that looks good to me. I'm not gonna worry about keywords right now. I could really really customize things by adding keywords for each page, but that just seems kind of like more work than I need to. So I'm not gonna worry about it for now. Okay, event calendar. There actually isn't a calendar anymore. Does it still say event calendar? I guess it's kind of a calendar, but it's really not a calendar anymore. It should just be upcoming events. Let's fix that. Something like that. This music is making me want to play like a console JRPG. I'll say the Hall of Fame displays achievements the players in our community have unlocked so far. Or we can just make it really basic, like achievements. We'll say this. I like this. A list of achievements players in our community have unlocked so far. Description for the high scores page. Let's say I'll say latest player rankings in the skill. The latest player rankings in the skill. And then, okay, so this is like a player's high scores. Okay. Yeah, this could be shared a bit, so let's see. Let's say see how account name is doing. I like that. I hope this works like it should work. But we'll see. I'll say skill rankings for that's good enough. And then how to play, we definitely need to pass this along. like that. How to play with RC Plus. I don't think that does get shared a lot, actually. That works. And then news, we're just gonna go read the latest news for latest news of, which I think what the right word would be. Read the latest news in economics, of economics, for economics. Huh. Whatever. Read the latest news of Need Free to Play. That sounds fine to me. So this is a detail page, and this is the most important one by far. So we're gonna say news post dot description, or body works. But body, that might be HTML, so I don't know about that. Let's see, we have a parse command here. What does HTML React parser do? Okay, let's see. What are the options we have? Let me see if I can read about it. Let's go to the GitHub. Hijacking this browser. I should be using something else. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the body is gonna have HTML in it. So I think in order to support a meta description, we're gonna have to remove that. Let's see. Okay, so let's see. React. Let's see if we can find some advice. React strip HTML from string. Okay. We can do this. So let's go back a step. Cut this, put this here in its place, and then the regex is just this. Wonder if I can put that in line. It looks like I can. Okay, so that might work. Let's see. Description, read the latest news. Oh, okay, this is the wrong page. Okay, description. Today I've changed how I... Nice! Yeah, this works. Cool. That's good. And NPC high scores. It's going to be similar to high scores. Latest... Gonna be the latest player rankings in the... Wait, what's the page title? Yeah, we have to do this. We can change it up for a bit for this. Who's killed the most? And then we can just... that. We can add a question mark. Something a little bit fun. Who's killed the most? And then we'll just put S at the end, I guess. See how that works. Clear out some browser tabs we don't need. What's the difference between using OG description versus description? The OG description is for social media platforms. I see. Okay, so then we might want to do both. Okay, that makes sense to me, and that rings a bell too, because I used to work on SEO a lot with front-end projects and stuff like that. So we're gonna go to render utils, and we're gonna say we're gonna create two different elements when there's a description. First thing is we're gonna create a fragment so we can put two different elements side by side. We're going to start with description, and then we're going to add OG description as well. So description is good for search engine optimization, like search engines, but then OG description is good for like social sharing, like Facebook, Instagram, etc. So that's good. Glad we did that. And let's go back here. Check the DOM real quick. Okay, so it says, who's killed the most rats? So then if we change it to, there's probably something that ends with an S here, though. Maybe not. This one's gonna be weird. Who's killed the most Donnie the Lad? We'll just put NPCs at the end. Okay, I like that. I wonder if we should reuse this though. Like, how many places are we using this? Yeah, so like NPC name equals this, right? And then now we don't have to have it in 2 different places. We can just use that variable. And then we can use it down here too. So let's refresh. Who's killed the most Downy the Lad NPCs? Nice. Okay. And then I'm gonna reuse the same thing here. NPC kill rankings for that works. And then tournament info. I need to update this, by the way, because we made a bit of a change today. I also think for the 3-way semifinal, it should maybe always be deathmatch, like one round deathmatch, because it can just add up time and resources for everybody, and it's kind of like annoying. So oh geez, that's a typo. If 2 players go 1-1. Well, wait, hold on. If 2 players go 1-1. This makes no sense, because there would not be 2 players, it would be all 3. Right? So let's say A is 1-1 and B is 1-1. I don't think it's possible for only 2 players to be 1-1. I'm just gonna have ChatGPT figure this out for me. No. 3-way semifinal. No, the possible scores are 1 person gets 2 kills, the other people get 0 and 1. And then if someone gets 1-1, why is this so hard to figure out? Okay. So what I'm thinking is, like, let's create a div here. Think it out. Player A goes 1 and 1. Player B goes 1 and 1. Player C, what happens to them? So like A versus C is a win, but A versus B is a loss. So then they're 0 and 1. So then player B, B versus C is a loss, but then, is this possible? No, because C can't fight. C can only fight 2 other players, so wait, hold on. So A versus C. Okay, second fight, A versus B. B wins. So then A is 1 and 1, B is 1 and 0, C is 0 and 1. Third fight, B versus C. C wins. So then A is 1v1, B is 1 and 0, or 1 and 1. And C, yeah. It's impossible for 2 or only 2 of these to have. Wait, where was I? Okay, so what I'm thinking is it's not possible for 2 players to have. This isn't possible. Yeah, okay. This is confusing text to me. Let's just remove it. Then all fights will need to be done again. I'll just say 1 round death matches this time until there's a different rule. Okay. Yeah, unless I'm just stupid. There's only 2 outputs of a 3-way semifinal. There's everybody goes 1-1, and then they do it again. Or a single player, any of them gets 2 kills, then they win. So, hope I'm not wrong about that. Alright, so I fixed that, and Yeah, so this is a good one to put a description into. Web client. Let's say play RC in your browser. And we'll say follow the instructions on this page carefully. And then web client v2. Are we using web client v2? Or is it just dead code? I think web client v2 is just dead code. Yep, it is. Okay, why is it here? So web client v2 unused. This is the other version of the web client that uses the web client files that exist in the repository to run the client. While it does automatically load the client, not requiring the privacy warning to be accepted, when players log in, it always returns sorry, unable to connect. Never found out why. I think I'm going to remove this, but in a separate PR so that it can be reverted without affecting anything else. So we'll do that after this. But we're basically done, I think. Okay, I think I like that better. Okay, I don't think I tested this one. Let me check it out. Just select a random skill, prayer. So we got ahead. The latest player rankings in the prayer skill. Okay. Cool. That works. Okay, cool. This is good to me. We might want to update the rules while we're at it. There's a rules page. I don't know why I can't find it now. Here it is. There's a new rule. I need to make sure it's added. Also, I think we updated some of our rules, so we should probably do that. Okay. The advertising rule has changed a little bit, apparently. I don't remember it, but... Okay, and then the new one is... I should really turn this into, like, its own rule. Keep trade offers in the marketplace channel. For now, it's just, this is how it is, so we're gonna leave it. Okay, let's see how that looks. Oh boy, I see an apostle J, okay. My mistake. It looks good. I'm gonna update the Hall of Fame later, or I should say I'm gonna stage it for an update for tomorrow's, shindig with the 9-9 smithing. I think this is up to date as well. Let me see. I don't think this has changed. No cheating, no transfers. XP rates. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, we're good. We're gonna go ahead and keep going with this now. So, let's see. Oops, wait, am I on main? Oops. Get pull, get checkout dash B. What branch am I working on? 218. And then updated rules page and tournament info. And then that's gonna be it, I think. don't remember doing anything else. But we do need to do the web client and the Hall of Fame as 2 quick fixes after this. Oh, and while I'm doing this, I should be doing this. We have to update both places. You know what? I think though, tournaments. If it's the exact same, I'm just gonna freaking tell them to go here. Because there's no point in having losers bracket and castle events. I think this is just a dump, basically, with some extra, you know, styling stuff. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we're linking to that page. We're linking to that nude page on the website from the post that announced these tourneys, so we don't need that anymore. I don't know what happened to this thread now. We can lock it. Close. Okay. So assign yourself, create. Let me just take a quick look at this, make sure I didn't mess up anything obvious. Looks good. Okay, so we're gonna queue these for at the end of the stream. We're gonna go through all these PR requests and, you know, merge and approve all of them except one probably. So let's see. That's there. That's good. Let's go back to localhost. Check out main pull, check out -b, remove unused web client v2. So we're just gonna remove web client v2. It doesn't need to be here because it's not being used at all. I think eventually one day we'll bring this back. It's just that we don't know why people aren't able to connect. It's something to do with SSL certs, and we've decided that's not really worth our time to try to fix, because it's not. I'd have to buy like a whole new SSL cert through GoDaddy or something, and I'm not sure it's worth the time right now or the money. So delete that, and then look for web client v2. We're gonna delete this part. And then we're also going to go to the web client files, which are somewhere in here, unless I actually remove them. Let's see. I think they'd be under public. I might have actually removed them. No, client is here. Okay, let me make sure we're not referencing this anywhere. Yeah, we even have instructions on how to re-add it, so we're good. So yeah, we're gonna remove this. We don't need it anymore, and then we can remove the client folder from the app completely. Because this is just for the client itself, which we're not even using. So if I go to the web client, it has an iframe, which points to the URL you provide. And that URL is the server host, because yeah, it lives on the server. So I want to come back to this someday, guys, but for now, we're just gonna get rid of this. Get rid of the whole product. No need for the website anymore. No. Yeah, we don't need this client folder anymore, so we're gonna drop that. Status. I'm gonna say add -a, commit -m. Remove web client v2 page and associated logic. Removed client folder as it is not being used. Can easily revert this PR to bring it back. I shouldn't have to write, but you know, sometimes I just write it. Okay. So if I'm on a branch, should be... Jesus, what? So many files. Remove unused web client v2, okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at this. This will change a lot of stuff because it's deleting a lot of stuff. But once you scroll past all the web client files, get to the end, you'll see we're just changing this logic and then removing the unused index file. Cool. Alright. So last order of business for right now is to update the Hall of Fame. Dun 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 dun. It's a data field. Should probably be JSON or something, maybe. First to 99 smithing. We know who it's gonna be. We're not gonna update the site today because it's not. He doesn't have 99 smithing today, but it will be Jehovah, and the date will be 11/22. Sorry, 23, 2025. Nice. Let's take a look at how that works. High scores. Hall of Fame. Vahova, first 99 Smith thing, 11-23, 2025. Okay, after this we just have to get 99 mining in 99 range. Okay, definitely not going to be the first to 99 range, but yeah. Let's go ahead and add native A, native M, added. Okay, so let's take a look at some PRs. We'll create this one. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna log into my alt account. Oh, also, let me just notate that I've created the PR here. And I think we're gonna reorder the selected for development. Some of this stuff is like not gonna happen. I don't know. As I'm gonna move this up. Basically, what I'm saying. Some of this stuff needs to be looked at like a little bit fresher. So like this should go up here. Allowed emojis in news posts. It's a pretty easy fix. So let's put that there. Make a Hall of Shame page. Yeah, I think this would go here. Let's say it's a wall of shame. I don't know, it doesn't really matter. And then this is something I'd like to fix soon. This probably goes down here. Okay. We'll resume things from here next time. But first, let me get my private window going. See. Cool. Wait, what? Why does this say Java? Oh, it's because it currently has more Java than React or Next.js files. That's funny. Okay. Yeah, so I'm logged into the other account, and oh, this is the wrong browser. Hold on. There we go. We're gonna go ahead and look at this. Nothing interesting happens. That's 4-4. We couldn't find the page you're looking for. Okay. I don't know, would this page need a description? Maybe not. Looks good to me. And then remove web client v2. Yeah, I already looked at this. We don't need the ignore patterns or any of these files because it's not doing anything. And then past all those files. Update this logic because web client v2 is going away, and then you removed it. Okay, cool. Looks good to me. Prove this. And then looks good. Okay, so I've approved all the PRs. Now I'm just gonna go in and merge them. It shows us open, but it has the merged icon. That's interesting. We've done use. Yep. Any conflicts? No. Good. Okay. Delete it. That must be a new GitHub bug because I swear I've done this a lot at this specific pacing and it has not happened. So. Add Volva to Hall of Fame. We'll do this tomorrow. There are no conflicts, and that's good. Okay, cool. So we got a couple things done today. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and we'll be streaming again next week, and I'll try to set up streams for December as well. Leaves are falling. Leaves continue to fall. See you guys next time.